Hello EOS Nation, it's Eve here and I'm going to give you a recap of what I've been doing in Asia so far. So I landed in Beijing about a week ago. I had a couple of meetings. I met with Pool and the meetings were very successful, and I pushed the agenda of the importance of governance and the importance of community engagement and being able to communicate with the community and how that is valuable for the whole EOS ecosystem. Following that, I went to Seoul. I know many of you heard about the Seoul Conference. It was a very, very good conference. We had the first day, we had about 45 different blog producers from all around the world. There was multiple panels. I was on 2 panels. I invite you to go check those out. I was on a governance panel and I was on a community engagement panel. It was very, very fruitful, and the discussion that occurred was really, really good. Following that, we had an Unconference. For those of you who don't know, an Unconference is kind of the cool stuff that happens in a conference after the conference is done. So the way that this was set up was that typically when you have a conference and you meet people, the good discussions often occur after the conference is done. And so this is how an Unconference is modeled at. It's trying to capture that discussion that usually occurs after the conference, but trying to formalize that. So we had this in a space, again, hosted by our good friends Node 1. Shout out to Node 1. Very, very good events. And we had so much good discussion. The particular discussions that I took place in, one of them being ECAF. ECAF is a hot topic because there's so much work being put in arbitration and trying to set up this governed blockchain. And so we had really, really good discussions with other blog producers about ECAF, its role, how this will proceed later, how this will go moving forward, what could be the next steps. And so we had some really good discussion about that. I believe that some of the information should be made public, or if it was already live streamed, a lot of it will come out. You should be reading about it. I will be writing an article. Multiple people will be writing articles. I encourage you to look at this. The next thing is we went out, most of the VPs then went out to Shanghai, and we were hosted by Meet One, EOS Gravity, and EOS Canon, and we had a family day. It was really good. Once again, we had about 40 to 50 different blog producers, possibly more. We had some devs from the community. We had some people, just persons from the community as well that are just involved in EOS, want to help out. Multiple panels once again, and just really, really good community building, a lot of trust being built. Part of what we said when we came out to Asia the first time, EOS Nation, was to really bridge that gap and really, East meets West. And what happened in the last couple of days in Seoul and in Shanghai really reinforced that, because there are clear differences in languages and in platforms that we use to communicate. And so building these bonds was really, really, really important to show and to showcase and to be able to see that people from all over the world have the EOS health and growth at their core. And so just building those relationships really, really good. And then I hopped on a plane, and here I find myself in Chengdu, where I was at the last time. If you guys followed the blogs before, we were in Chengdu for quite some time. We're in Chengdu again, and I'm going to be having a fireside chat tonight with Startup Grind. So Startup Grind hosted or helped host one of our meetups last time in Chengdu, and they invited me over this time to have a fireside chat. It's going to be a one-on-one, and it's going to be talking about EOS and talking about my personal development, how I got to this place, and how where we are today, and kind of what the future plans are. So we'll be posting some articles about that. We'll be chatting about it in the groups. Hopefully you'll get to see pictures, and I can't wait to bring you on my journey once again. I know I've been very low on the vlogs. More coming. Cheers.